Okay, cool. Cool. We're streaming again. A lot of streams lately. I have been doing that a lot. Okay, so in today's episode, I want to noodle around again. Oh God, I don't want to hear my voice. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. I want to do something like ambient. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do some like ambient soundscape stuff. I'm gonna try to record stuff with the Osmos. I figured out, and by figured out, I mean it was extremely simple. I didn't actually figure anything out. It just kind of worked. To play the Osmos using pigments. So it's pretty cool. So I can make my own like presets or whatever. I suppose I need to like map what Aftertouch is its own thing, right? So that's cool. Yeah, so velocity is the initial striking of the keyboard. And then there's just the aftertouch, I suppose. And what is this? Keyboard. One doesn't seem to have anything. I don't know how I would mess around with that. But we can take probably maybe aftertouch and assign it to like FM. Nah, that's gross sounding. We can put run combinate. What is combinate 1 on? Function 2. Okay, just LFOs and stuff like that. Let's put that also on that. Oh, that's way too sensitive. That's crazy though. Oh, that's oh man, that's like way too sensitive. Very weird to feel the sound react that much to just the slightest changes in hand sensitivity. But pretty cool. Maybe we can just put this on, I don't know, just a low pass filter. So we'll bring this down a little bit. I'm hearing what sounds like artifacts. Is all the sound going through also? Need to make sure this is, come on. Yeah, okay, sounds good. I'm messing around with like a different audio driver thing right now. That also just might be preset. And then what is cool is I can also play the Osmos at the same time and have them layered. Pretty neat. Okay, anyways, I want to try to make like some like ambient soundscape stuff. So I don't know, to begin with, are we gonna do something like aquatic sounding? I do like my bubbles. Let's get our bubble generator. And then let's just make some bubbles. So I mean it would have been easier just to use a sample I've already made, but fuck it. Got a bubble generator, we can grab an arpeggiator. Okay, those last bits are pretty cool. Here, let's go to around here. And we have these guys now. Stretch this out, maybe? What do you sound like when you're stretched out? I don't even know what this is. I think this is a whole ass song. Oh, I reverse the sample. It takes forever because this is long. like kind of fun, but like I don't know where to take it from there, honestly. What's up? Rike? Requi? Reque? Reich? How you doing? It is pretty liquidy. Should we just like throw a kick? No, I'm not gonna throw a kick drum on it. That would we're just gonna keep it as it is, I think. I don't know. Here, I'll take all this. I'll shove this over here. We'll just keep going. Let's take the resonator. There's just like way too much reverb, I think. This guy's just too loud, it's kind of overshadowing it. Like, I do want it as a layer. I thought I disabled that. What the fuck is going on, man? This guy over here. What are you assigned to? No, I thought I disabled that. Yeah, we can't have it on position. That's bizarre. Right? Because we have... But now there's no filter movement on it anymore? What? Combinate 1, why aren't you moving? Your function 2 multiplied against LFO3. LFO3, you're just not moving? Oh, you're free-running retrigger. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm happy with that song. I don't know why this patch isn't working how it's supposed to. It just was working like a second ago. What the fuck? The fuck did I do? I don't know, man. let's mess around with different presets. Yeah? Yeah, that could be fun. Direct monitor. Here, we can turn that on and off. Unreal. This is supposed to be a cello, sort of, but it's synthesized, but this is Pigments. Okay, that's loud as shit. Very, very loud. The fuck? Oh, I see. Looks like Aftertouch is automatic. Is that Aftertouch? Something. I think pressure is automatically assigned to the time macro. Weird. Very weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this. Yeah, let's turn this guy back on. No, that's crazy. I guess I can show this here. I guess I can turn off. There's so many things to juggle. There's a latency between that and that. We set that to in. Why is there now latency in the opposite direction? Now this is coming after this. I mean, this is taking in. I don't understand. We can just attach a delay. We can say fuck it. I'm just gonna put a delay on this guy. I don't know, man. I don't really know. The sound is just way too fucking resonant and loud. Oh, it's fucking microtoned right now. What the fuck did I do here? I think this patch is just fucking tuned very, very weirdly. Oh, maybe we can get MPE. I wonder if the MPE arpeggiator works within the sequencer in Pigments. Okay, because we have, yeah. And then let's lower, get rid of the octave jumping. Right. I don't understand this fucking preset. Not the octave jump. Speed you up more. I don't understand it. Well, I do, but not really working how I want. I think there's just like too much latency with dealing with that right now. I don't know. What I really need is I need to get a better a MIDI controller, an external MIDI controller for knobs that I can attach to this, so I can control the interface within this easily with like knobs externally, so I can easily modify stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, this isn't really getting anywhere. Let's work on. Oh yeah, we started this song last stream. If I remember correctly, the ending part is like obnoxiously bad in an intentional way, but like it still is bad. And so it's I'm probably gonna have to like rework and change everything in the end. I don't really know. All right, let's turn off that thing. So I guess actually while we're still waiting for load. Oh, found this guy. That's not gonna work. Good enough. I don't know. I need to practice more. Okay. This is the song. Jeremy Soule is a beast. I agree with that. What's up, Lucas? I spent a decent amount of time. So I'm obsessed with the game Oblivion. Like it was pretty much my childhood, and I keep revisiting it and playing it even now, like modded to shit and like playing challenge runs and stuff like that. And the soundtrack is just so fucking good. And you know, I love the sound of like fantasy orchestral kind of stuff in general. And I want to like try to incorporate more elements of that, so I'm trying to learn stuff like that on the piano. And a lot of the like really beautiful ambient songs in Oblivion are just like one single chord. It's just like 1/7 chord that you're just slowly playing notes through. Like that's an entire song right there, and you just like loop that over and over again. Though I guess a lot of ambient music is like that. Like there's the all the like Aphex Twin ambient stuff is often just like you like slowly looping through one single chord. Yeah, if we go to presets, go to ads. Oh, let's dig. I don't know this one. Don't like it. Don't like it either. This is also playing shit from here. Oh, also, fuck, dude. I need to get better at streaming. Oh man, there's so much. We need to find a better one. I need to go through these and add the presets I like. That's what I needed. Stick pads here. Like that one. It sounds like it has a bandpass filter. I'm totally getting distracted. Alright, let's go back to doing this thing. I'm wanting to do something similar, incorporating these orchestral themes to Dark Side. In my case, I kind of love some tracks from Dark Souls 2. You know, honestly, I've never played Dark Souls. I played a little bit of Bloodborne. Couldn't get past the first boss, and then so I wandered to another part of the area, and then ran into the other first boss, because there's 2 optional bosses, and they just both kicked my ass repeatedly, and then, I don't know, that was the only amount of time I got to play the game, which was like 3 hours. But it seemed cool. But yeah, orchestral stuff is cool. I really like, yeah, obviously a lot of Elder Scrolls games. I really like the World of Warcraft OST. So I was listening to music from the zone called Vashj'ir, whatever. I don't know. This word. And it's just like, if you think about it, a lot of the shit going on, I don't know, it sounds so grand and big, but it's really just like one single chord being arpeggiated with just a fuck ton of different instruments. And like, this is like something that I guess I've always kind of neglected, you know? It's just that. It's just very simple. It's the same thing again. It's good. I can imagine something with this kind of atmosphere with like, yeah, psytrance shit going on. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, this song's weird. So I need shit on the downbeats, really. Like, I like that guy. Like, we reverse this guy. Way too much reverb. Up here. Autopan, add a tremolo. Why does it sound like that? I guess there's already a tremolo in it. Oh, there is a tremolo already in it. That's why this ain't gonna work. Here is a picture of a broom. That is a picture of a broom. Thank you. I needed that. For one, we need a different sound. Two, I don't know if this note is gonna be the thing. What else can I do? What else can I do? What did I call? I have a bass rack called something. I cannot remember. A lumper bass, yeah. Lumper V3. Now the thing is, the lumper bass is in Pigments, and I don't feel like figuring out right now how to get. Yeah, this is Ableton 12. I don't feel like getting figuring out how to do microtonal support with Pigments right now. I know it has it, but it's gonna be a pain. How important is this? Can I change this out with the operator, please? Yes, it is not in the right tune. I mean, okay, I am doing a lot of shit with the additive engine. Okay, all right, let's do 15 equal divisions of an octave. Sevish scale workshop. I still need to figure out thing Gordon was telling me about. New scale equal temperament. So we're just opening up scale workshop over here. This is in 15 equal divisions of an octave. We just want, what does this take? If we do micro tuning, I think a tune file is a little bit less buggy. So we will export. Difference between 11 and 12. Yeah, there's like a better saturator, which like really is not, if you know how to use the saturator well, it's not that important. The biggest thing for me personally is the microtonal support. It is much easier to write stuff. Stem splitter? No, I don't think so. There's an auto-tuning thing I haven't messed around with. I don't know. For the most part, I was pretty let down with it. I just got it mostly because I was working on collaborations with other people who have Ableton 12, which made it easier. But the microtonal support is kind of huge. It makes it way easier because you can import a tuning. So right now I have 15 equal divisions of an octave imported as a tuning, and every single native Ableton instrument device now will play in that microtonal tuning. And not only that, but all of the notes get relabeled to whatever the fuck you want. So for this tuning system, is like the labeling is pretty weird. It's basically treating it's treating the 15 divisions of an octave as 3 interlaced 5 divisions of an octave, or 5 interlaced pentatonic scales. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. Basically, you could label stuff, and so in different things you can label things as like C, C sharp, C double sharp, D double flat, D flat, and D. And so you can have like 7 notes in between C and D, and it makes so much more sense because you could just look at the notes and then tell like what is a fifth apart, what is a major third apart, what is a neutral third apart, etc., etc. So that's been really big for me. Okay, pigments. You're loaded. Are you in tune? Are you gonna play the right notes? We have to go over here. Okay. This doesn't really work with the octaves that I'm working in. Why is this muted now? What did I do to you? Oh, right, I put it. Yeah, this is not working. I think I should just scrap that idea. I need to layer it with other stuff. Also, I am suddenly very thirsty, and I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. I guess I'll play it from the beginning, because, I don't know, deal with it. Okay, what do for this section? What I did before, I don't think was really gonna cut it. Just kind of adding like a base layer, the base fart. Probably not the move. Maybe if the timbre is cooler. I think that's better. I think the filter, like the wub, is like a little bit more funny and silly. It makes the sounds smoother overall. Alright, it's moderately better. Let's see if I can find a I know I have a big giant resampled recorded out thing. that you? Fuck it, we're putting this guy in here. Okay. I think it's like mildly better. I think the idea is mildly better, no? I keep getting notifications. They're all garbage. Drums are too bright. Snare is too loud. And then, here, let's take an auto filter and let's open up. I don't want you to hear the percussion in the beginning. Okay, I think it's mildly better. It's still kind of a clusterfuck. I don't know what else to add. This thing. How long does this drop? It's like a minute. Should I have a breakdown here? Probably. Probably a short breakdown. Like only like 8 bars or something. I don't know. I don't know what to put here. Maybe we just move on to something else. What other songs do we got? Let's do Crabs in the Sand. Get a little waltzy action going. I think that could be cool. Let's mess around with this thing in the meantime. I don't remember how the melody goes of this song. Ableton crashed. Sick. Cool. I love that. God damn it. Crabs in the sand. Okay. said it's like way too noisy. Bro! Stop. Please stop. Please. Please stop crashing. Thank you. Please just load, man. Can't handle it. I cannot. I can't do it. Okay. Fourth time's the charm. If not, then I guess I have to like try loading a backup file, or I don't even know. Maybe I have to open it while Ableton's already open. It could be because it's like opening from a crashed state that it's bugging extra hard. I don't know what the deal is. We did it. It took four crashes, 3 crashes. This was the 4th attempt. The drums sound fucking weird. Not everything is music. Name one thing that is not music. Besides, oh, dinosaur sounds. Never mind. I didn't read the first thing. I came in loaded with that response for anyone who said not everything is not music. And I was gonna say that, but then I didn't even read the first message. I was just too amped. No. But, my philosophy on the thing is pretty much anything can be music. Music is just like patterns and sound, right? So like the sound of a freeway could be music. Set up a field recorder, you can record that. Sell it on Bandcamp, that's music. You have a baby screaming on an airplane. Baby's just fucking wailing, blubbering, snot coming out of its face. You hear all sorts of painful, awful sounds. Well, when you listen to that fucking screaming baby, it puts you into a certain state of mind. It changes, like, your emotional, qualitative state of being, which is what music does. Owls and otters and shit screaming, yeah. But by default, it's a headache. It's about, it's whether or not you interpret it. It's how you interpret it and how you listen to it. If a tree falls in the middle of the woods, does it make a sound? You could argue, no, it does not. It makes pressure waves, but it doesn't make a sound, because a sound is something that happens in your brain when an observer listens to it. So, is, you know, the sound of frogs croaking music? Not, I suppose not, unless you, like, listen to it and try to, you know, digest it and listen to each individual frog and try to pinpoint where it is in, like, you know, stereo space or, you know, locationally based on like all the different distance cues and stuff that you get. There's actually a ton of information for you to digest musically, or you could also just listen to it as like a entirely qualitative state of being, you know. I must enjoy the headache if I'm still doing it. There we go. I mean, people listen to Harsh Noise Wall. You know, that gives me a headache, but it's interesting. It puts other frogs in a certain emotional state. It also puts you in an emotional state. If you're in a crowded like bar and you just hear conversation everywhere, just the noise of human chatter from every direction, that is in of itself music. That sound, that environment, the overstimulation from the atmosphere, that puts me into a certain headspace, you know? It makes me like feel more social or more anxious or whatever. Obviously it depends on all sorts of factors, but the sound itself is a thing that's like changing my state of mind, which is what music does, right? Does it have to be someone intentionally trying to make a song? No. But someone speaking or singing or whatever, that's suddenly music. And trying to defeat the frogs, yeah. I remember I was trying to fall asleep at a really shitty motel, and the mattresses were awful. I could not fall asleep, and we were right next to a freeway, and so you could just hear traffic. And while I was falling asleep, I was just listening to the sound of the traffic of all the cars moving by, and you can hear the Doppler shift of each of the individual cars, and you can start to like, I don't know, I was like hearing the pitches all fall over each other and creating this almost like shepherd tone like thing of all the different, you know, vehicles moving by, and trying to like listen to the sound of the gravel, the noise coming from the wheels, you know, chaotically kicking up rocks and dust and dirt and, you know, grinding against the thing that created noise. And these are all different artifacts and details that you can listen to with great intention, in the same way that you can listen to with detail how a piano player is playing a thing, you know? Like, what does it say that you take a field recording microphone, sit it down somewhere, it records something, that's suddenly music. You know, now whether or not it's the trees rustling that makes music or a human singing that makes music, at the end of the day, they're all physical phenomenons that are just being recorded and then being interpreted by someone later on. And I would argue that like the human singing is just as much a physical phenomenon as, you know, the sound of like a rainstorm. It's everything is music, you know, and it's able to be interpreted as music at will by a listener if they're willing to interpret it as thus. If you don't want to, then it's going to be like obnoxious, in the same way that if you're listening to Music that you don't want to listen to in a highly stressful situation is extremely obnoxious, in the same way that a screaming baby is fucking obnoxious. But when you're stuck on that airplane surrounded by 3 screaming babies, you can choose to listen to it for what it is and see what the screaming babies does to your psyche. And it's really interesting. It hurts, but it's interesting. Satan's Hotel in Boston, called the Rev. The branding was disgusting, it was trendy, but also American Revolution themed. Sucked. AC and the water in the pipes. Got some crazy room. Yeah, there we go. I mean, there's like acoustic detail and information everywhere. And of course, you don't necessarily have to like be an acoustician to like appreciate or enjoy it. You can just like the sound for what it is. But I don't know, like if you think right now, like what are you listening to right now? I mean, there's the sound of my voice, and I'm like kind of just rambling and lecturing or whatever. But probably also listening to like the hum of your computer or your AC or your heater or, you know, traffic outside. There's like so many tiny little details, and you can just like take a moment to like listen to all of it. And that's music right there. Might not be interesting music, but it is. Do I ever feel self-conscious with the Tascam? What does that word mean? It's a powerful production workstation and DAW control surface. Oh. Wait. Is it like a recording thing? It's an audio recorder? Listen to a dog and a train at the same time. There we go. That's fucking music. That's a band right there. That's incredible. I'm jealous. All I have is I have a ground loop to listen to, because there's a ground loop going on with my fucking Osmos whatever. And I have my computer humming and my own voice. Field microphone. I don't know, what do you mean by self-conscious with it? Like using a field recorder? Because if so, I've rarely ever used field recorders. The only time I ever like really use a field recorder was when I went to see Tipper play in Red Rocks in like 2021. I brought a field recorder and just like recorded random Spunyan conversations in the hotel room, and they were really fun to listen back to, because like when you listen back to it, your acoustic memory is really interesting. You know, like feel like people, oh, I see, self-conscious when you're carrying it. Okay, yeah, I don't have like that much experience actually like walking around and trying to record stuff. But I know, like, yeah, listening back on those recordings, when I hear those recordings and I've heard those exact voices saying these exact phrases in the same way, I see in my mind's eye exactly where I was positioned in that room and where they were positioned in that room in every single individual moment. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of trippy, and I should do that more, really. What I really want to do is I want to get binaural microphones, like in-ear microphones, so then you can walk around and hear, and it'll capture naturally like an HRTF of your head, and so you can hear everything like super realistically. I was using one in a bathroom, someone walked in, I'd rather him see me pissing. I don't know, why care what they think? That's easier said than done, but like, why care what they think? Are you actually doing anything embarrassing? You're doing something cool, I think. It's interesting. They'll be confused, but they don't know what you're doing. They're just, all that they know is that you were just doing something that they don't like understand. But also, don't care about what other people think, unless you should. But in that case, I don't think you should. But yeah, everything's music. Another thing I like to think about is that, like, I don't know. I don't believe that we have free will, right? Just like as a physical thing, like free will, and it ain't a thing. We're just like mechanical machines, right? But the idea of like a music festival. What is a music festival? It's like an event that happens that you can see it happening and it like taking shape and it being planned and or what have you. In the exact same way that like you can look at, I suppose, stars, the way that stars align, and you can tell that like a solar eclipse is coming. And the event of going to a music festival and witnessing and experiencing all the music and the art there is pretty much It isn't, but it's like akin to knowing that a total solar eclipse is going to happen and going out and observing nature. Because when you're going out and you're listening to a music festival and you're listening to all these artists get up on stage and sing and perform, you're just observing another aspect of nature naturally happening. You're observing the natural phenomenon that happens when that specific human is born to a certain family and then is introduced to a DAW and starts making electronic music for 20 years. You know, it's all shit that was like inevitably gonna happen. Holding it up to the vent in the bathroom looked like I was planting something in the vent. And if I explain what I'm doing... Okay, you know what? That is mildly embarrassing. I take it back. That is an understandable embarrassment. Why were you using it in the bathroom? Just like recording the acoustic response? Were you like clapping or something and like trying to like hear what that sounded like? Or, oh, you were recording the vent. I see. Also, I didn't answer Mr. Leaky. What's the most nefarious frog I've had to defeat in the pursuits of creating the songs? Or is it foe? I'm going to assume it's a foe, and in that case, it's myself. It is my own laziness. There's a good Anthony Bourdain quote where he says something like, there's like two parts of me. There's the part of me that inside you there are two wolves. And one of the wolves inside of him is the one that wants to just smoke weed and watch TV and play video games and accomplish nothing with his life. And then the other one, you know, wants to actually like be productive, and it's a constant inner battle, and that's pretty much my life. I feel like that's probably everyone. Getting room tones for a video game. Got the. Oh, I remember you showing me. I'm pretty sure you showed me something like the concept stuff for the video game. And the vents in the hallway that don't sound like the ones in the bathroom. Gotcha. Mr. Paliak and Incredible Mr. Paliak all at once. Yeah. Depression and anxiety. Oh no. You do want anxiety to win. Yeah. Yeah. That's an unfortunate battle. There's a third wolf. It's just small sometimes. It varies in size. There's some things I need to change. Okay, this one. So much low end. What's with the low end here, man? Okay, we're gonna do that thing. It's terrible. Don't look. Shield your eyes. Maybe I'm projecting my own mind onto other people, but I'm either anxious about what I have to do, or I'm too depressed to care. I feel that. I feel that. I feel like that is usually the case when I have responsibilities that I'm not passionate about at all. Like, sometimes there are responsibilities that, like, I do want to accomplish that are satisfying, and the act of doing them is satisfying, like making music or whatever, you know? But yeah, having responsibilities like, oh, I need to do this like extremely enormously important assignment, and I'm either procrastinating it away because I'm like either depressed or anxious thinking about it, then yeah, that's valid. It's the happy depression that makes you play video games and eat too much. The depression, anxiety are the scorpion and the frog. If the anxiety wins, the depression wins too. Deep, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of it, I don't know. It varies. I noticed for myself. I mean, I'm sure you know about like the rat park. I don't know why I typed rat. Well, I know why, it's because I just said rat park. there's a whole like rat park experiment philosophy thing, which I don't even think is like 100% like accurate in terms of like how the story is told. But I noticed for myself that when I got my internship and I worked at Dolby for like fucking like 7 months or something, even though I was working like 50 plus hours a week and I was commuting like 10 hours a week and I was like so exhausted all the time, I felt like I had so much purpose all of a sudden because the job was so it was like a dream job, really. It was such an interesting and motivating experience. And I noticed that like a lot of my issues regarding yeah, depression, anxiety, wanting to cope with things that I shouldn't be coping with, etc., a lot of them just kind of went away because I had that purpose. And yeah, now that I'm jobless, I'm dealing with that again. But I just finished grad school, so I'm gonna start finally. I'm just now finally applying for jobs again because grad school's over. But yeah, this is the game developer experience. Game development sounds gnarly. I tried to learn it for like 2 days a few months ago, and I was like, okay, wait, this is obvious. I mean, I knew it was going to be a lot going into it, but I wanted to make, my idea was like making like a puzzle game that is use the sound as a medium, you know. So it was like, I guess in my head is like a witness and a puzzle game where you're interacting with your environment. You know, there's like, maybe there's like wind chimes or something that are playing, and your character has to like sing a note that somehow the wind chimes and the sequence of notes that they're playing indicate that you need to sing a certain note, and then your character sings that note, and then you solve that puzzle. Stuff like that. I think, I don't know, I had this grand idea. Also wanted to make an echolocation simulator. I did make an echolocation simulator in Python, which is like 2 dimensions, but it was kind of garbage. It was just like a proof of concept. Because like if you could train echolocation with just headphones, that'd be fucking awesome. So you don't have to wear a blindfold and walk into walls. But you need like, if you want to make it at all realistic, it needs to be like virtual reality. You need to have head tracking so that like the natural gyroscope kind of thing that's going on in your brain can be accounted for when you're like turning your head and you're listening to different reflections. And then you also need to have an HRTF of your own head applied. Actually crazy how everyone with my dream job is exhausted. Only came to understand why recently. I mean, it's demanding shit for sure. I mean, the dream job is to have work that satisfies you, not necessarily to have like the least amount of work, right? I suppose the real dream would be to not have to work and to only work on things I want to, but I guess in like kind of a paradoxical way, if I was in that situation, I probably wouldn't get much of anything done because I work best under deadlines. And if I had no deadlines, like maybe not. I don't know. You can make really interesting shit, but it's so time consuming. You know, if you want some help picking up an engine. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas down. I started to learn, well, again, it was like 2 days. What was it? It wasn't Unreal. It was the other one, Unity. I don't know. I wanted to do a lot of stuff, but like getting realistic binaural 3D audio turned out to be like way deeper of a rabbit hole than I wanted. I started to learn like C#, but the UI or the interface in which you implement C# scripts and in the engine was confusing. I spent 2 days doing it. It doesn't count. It really doesn't count. But yeah, I'll probably take you up on that at some point. That'd be cool. Because I do got ideas. I'm the stereotypical classic guy who wants to team up with people who know how to code, and they'll just be the idea man. Yeah. Yeah, no. What was I doing here? Here, let's listen to this thing again. Let's mute transient dude. What if we do that, and then we do that? That can be cool. Nope, that is not cool. Let's just turn you off. Right there. Wait, yeah, that doesn't sound that good anymore. Maybe less here? No, I think he was saying it was a game. Yeah, he already... The chat is ahead of me. Yeah, I really like, one, I love puzzle games, and, I like Portal 2, the, like, custom games and custom maps. There's this cool channel, I think Mike Doss, if I'm correct. Yeah, this guy, he makes cool Portal 2 puzzle, videos. Portal 2 custom puzzles go way fucking deeper than anything that's even remotely touched on in the main campaign. It's really cool. I remember for like a week or two, I got really into playing these, and like I would spend hours trying to solve one puzzle, and I would like go to bed, and like as I'm like sleeping, my like quote unquote Tetris effect as I'm falling asleep is me literally like in 3D tracing through and moving through the puzzle and trying to solve it. It's cool. Anyways, he makes music for all the puzzles, and like trying to like come up with like puzzle game music is kind of difficult. Oh, also there's Baba Is You is the greatest puzzle game of all time, hands down, and the soundtrack fucking bops. The game is so good. What is what's the song I'm thinking of? There's one that fucks so hard. The Leaf is Move? Yeah, this one's good. I mean, it's got to be music that you can listen to for hours, because the puzzles are that difficult, but don't impede your brain function, you know? Because it's not too interesting. Yeah, Baba's You is, I think, the greatest video game I've ever played. Fucking mind-blowing. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. You can download it on your phone for like $6. It's like the entire same game. Highly recommend it. Even if you only get to like the second world, because it's really fucking difficult, I think it's still worth it. But I recommend people stick with it. It's good. RTS game music is the hardest thing I've ever had. I don't even know how you go about doing that. I've heard of it only because I'm interested in these developers, yeah. But I don't know much about it. It's like a endless... It's like a survival game, right? You just like build up a big chunkin' thing, gather resources, something like that, I think. I don't know. The Portal 1 soundtrack is also great. Portal 1... Okay, I keep saying things are the greatest game of all time. Portal 1 is the perfect game, I think. It is there are no flaws in it. It is short. I guess it could be a little bit more difficult, but I'm also saying that in hindsight, having played that game when I was like 6 years old, and I've played much more difficult games since then. They were introducing a brand new mechanic, but that game's so fucking good. And the soundtrack is great. What's the, there's one really good song in it. You probably already know, yep, Self-Esteem Fund. Everyone knows it. Why isn't mini meters working? Figure out what fucking notes. I just know the root note. Yeah, no, I mean, the song fucks so hard. Offsetting the track delay in a negative direction, half as many, compensate accordingly. Yeah, I figure, but I'm also noticing that it still sounds fine, even with the added thing, because, I don't know, it doesn't sound like it's off the grid to my ear, at least with what I've been messing around with right now, but I do have that in mind. Thank you. Also, do you know how to do track delay in 12? They moved it. I don't know where they moved it to. Driving me crazy, man. Oh, you know what? Knockalonk. Since you're here, I totally forgot to give you track feedback on the thing that you sent recently in the Discord. So I can do that in a second if you want to. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm like learning more and more. Especially with like learning fucking piano finally. Should have done it, 6-7 years ago. How you really don't need that much to have an amazing song. Like just melody is all you need, just like one instrument or whatever. Yeah, obviously it's fun to get like really complex and crazy, but if you start with a bare bones of having an amazing song just in terms of like melody, and then you build up from there, and then you add all the crazy stuff, I feel like it'd be way better, right? Actually, you know what? Right here, I do hear it. It is getting off grid. Since I don't know where the fuck. Since I simply don't know where the thing is. How big is 75 milliseconds? Doesn't it tell me down? It tells me all the way down here. How big? There we go. Whatever. I don't know. That's about it. That's fine. Oh no. I gotta move both of them. I'm just gonna fucking wing it. I'm just gonna look. That looks right. Oh, except now this one's all sped up. How did you speed up, man? Why is this happening? It's kill. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I turned the thing off over here. I'm so silly. Oh, look at me go. What is a turn-based? Oh, it's just called turn-based strategy. Yeah, turn-based strategy is similarly weird to make music for, though. Yeah, I was gonna say like something like Baba Is You would make sense because that's like static, like the screen. It's you can be patient with it, but there's that element of competitiveness which I feel like makes it more warlike, if that makes sense. I feel like turn-based strategy, I don't know. Well, Civ does really interesting stuff with music and how, like, when you're in different areas, it plays music from different places. But yeah, I've only played like Civ like once or twice. The thing in the bottom right, this fucker. Oh. I don't see shit, man. This dude, hold on. Okay, everything's looking weird now. No, let's go back to full screen. With the arrow facing down. Volume, sends, track options. Track delays over here? What happened to track delay being over here? Wait, can I not? This is disgusting. You can't put track delay over here? All right, abort. We're getting rid of Ableton 12. We're going back. A lot of turn-based strategy games have dynamic soundtracks. Yeah, that makes sense. RTS games have this kind of high energy at all times, but also the games can last like 20 minutes usually. Yeah, I mean, the only like RTS that I play, or not RTS, turn-based strategy game I play is Go, which doesn't have a soundtrack. But when I play that, I just play like hypnotic techno in the background, which honestly is fucking perfect. Because like, yeah, it doesn't demand attention, and it's also like hypnotic in the same way that playing Go is, and you lose all track of time. Maybe it's the view option? You say I can. Maybe I turn that, no? Show me. Okay. Either way, for the time being, I'll just nudge stuff manually. At least nudging stuff manually is probably going to be the move for what I'm doing here, since I'm turning it on and off, and so I don't want it consistent. Well, I think there's this one game called The Conquest of Go, which like someone made, is like very Civ inspired. Well, to try to like get more people to play, and I think it just has like people playing like Goozangs in the background or something. I just want give me a trailer or something. I don't know. Damn, it's been 4 years. I've been playing Go for 4 years. I have an increase in rank in like 2 years. God damn, that's embarrassing. Though I haven't been trying. Yeah, shit like this. Y'all should also play Go. I was gonna say, well, okay, play Baba as you, and also play Go, because Go is the shit. Best game of all time. I said that like 4 times now for different games. I need to stop. I need to fucking stop. Go is good though. Alright. Also, it should be the half tilt value for some reason to be properly synced. Where am I? I got lost. What is happening? Yeah, this is the thing I've been pressing. Yeah, no, yeah. So I have the track delay option. Yeah, no, I found this, but I'm just salty that it's not up here. I think we figured it out. I don't understand why they would remove it from there and not like give you the option to keep it up there, considering it's been in that location for ever. I don't know, since number 9. Am I just crazy? It sounds like it's speeding up right here. Let's keep this off. I see. Okay, it's just this. It's just nonsense with this fucking dude. Maybe I should just like make another track list. Oh, I know why it speeds up. It's because I'm literally speeding it up. Duh. How would I go about not making it speed up? I could put a delay. Because, like, if I want to adjust the timbre of the thing over time by, you know, doing something like that, And then the other half is on the side still? Okay. Weird. I guess I could like look up in the manual, but I don't know. We're over here now. Okay. I think this is fine. Yeah, that's not. What's with the fucking click, man? I guess we're gonna have to smear this one. Oh, is it because I turned it on there? No. Okay. We're learning things. We're getting help. View arrangement track controls. Track options. Why did they put that there? Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm now more angry, if anything. That. Okay, we're here now. Well, now we're not using it. But I know it's there. I'll just leave it on, I guess. Oh no, maybe I should use... No, because I'm changing this amount throughout the song, right? Like if you really want to make it accurate, right? Because like if you want to automate, wait, minus 100 and then automate it to compensate spectral time. Set the track delay. Well, you would set the track delay to be whatever the spectral time thing is, right? Where is it? Why can't I'm getting fucking lost. My cat is crying and screaming. Oh my god, I'm right here. Hey. Hello. What's up? Okay. What was I doing? This guy over here. Like I think theoretically you'd want a thing such that when this goes negative, you're going to increase this guy up to minus 75 so that this goes up to 75. So I'm not sure how you would quite... You could like you could map this guy here, right? And then you can set this to like 150, and then you could also map this guy. No, if you do this, then you don't get to see the values anymore. Never mind. I thought I was being clever. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just do it your way, basically. Yeah. Half the tilt value in MS. Because it is getting smeared, so it's going to be like the average location of where it's smeared spectrally, something like that. I don't know. Right. Why do you clip here? Hey, man. Man, we don't need to clip right here. Why does it clip specifically here? That just like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. I said I'll give you feedback if you're still here, and then you posted it again, and then you deleted the old one. Okay, all right. Oh, and Cyrus posted a thing. Okay, I owe Nonkalong this one, so I'm doing his first. All right, let's peep this. This is a cool intro. I think your kick is kind of lacking like any sub. It feels more so like a chunky click than it does a kick. I feel like it needs a little bit more thump. I'm not really a fan of the build-up. Specifically the like balloon sounds that you showed me how to make. I was expecting the balloon sounds to go away when the build-up started and something else to happen, and then they just kind of stayed and they just did the kind of like looping thing. I don't know. I feel like that like looping double timing every like, you know, every 4 bars or every 2 bars and then 1 bar and then that thing is kind of like cheesy. I feel like you could do something cooler there. I don't know. I personally, subjectively, don't like that all that much. Here, let me go back a little bit. I think it would be cooler if this has a longer release. The sub, mostly. And then maybe also more harmonics layered with the sub. Because it's the frequency spectrum is very... I don't know. It also is kind of playing with my own expectation. I was kind of expecting it to be not, like, so future bassy. So I was like, I guess I was thrown off, but I feel like all the energy is, like, in the high end. And you could use a little bit low mids from adding a couple harmonics to the sub bass to like fully balance out the spectrum. right, I'm going out back one more time. It's kind of hard to put my finger on. It's all very cool, and there's a lot going on. I think it might be a little bit too much going on, or I feel like there's some elements like competing with my attention. I think you could probably do with lowering the volume of maybe the pad, because the pad is grabbing the least amount of attention, and so you could probably do with like a little bit less of that. It's less important and more so is like setting the like color, right? And maybe just turning the pad down a little bit would give more space for everything else. Maybe side chaining some of the like the more percussive elements with like the melodic elements that they like they have their own individual spot in the mix instead of fighting as much. I'm not super sure. Maybe have the pads go down an octave. I feel like this like I feel like the overall like tonic or like yeah, like the main tonic feels like it's really high up, but it could be moved down lower an octave at this point because it stays really bright and enters this like very bright colorful area and then kind of stays there the whole time, and would be cool with either like a temporary, maybe like a temporary key change, or simply just like lowering everything an octave. I'm just gonna keep playing the song because there's more to go through. That was cool. I like the FM on the sub. That's very clever. I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Maybe the intention is to confuse, but like I feel like it felt like it dropped sort of without any warning, and now it feels like it's building up again, and maybe it was a fake out drop. I'm more so confused. I'm confused in a way where I don't know what you're doing, rather than like being confused in a holy shit way. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more intention done with, okay, this middle section is a bit of a complication of ideas. It feels that way. Or a compilation, yeah. Yeah, here, let me go back just a little bit. But I feel like there needs to be more intention with what you're doing. You need to be more confident in the idea that you're doing right here. But if that makes sense, it's a little vague. Like, I still don't know if it's like actually fully dropped yet. I don't know. It just like kind of like, I don't know. Also, I mean, I know the snare is super buried in reverb and stuff like that, but like the snare doesn't, I feel like could be a little bit, just a little bit more present overall with more of a transient. I feel it does it. Did you put spectral time also on your snare? It's fine. That part's fine. That's fine. Ignore it. Did I just hear my Alien Riser? Did you steal Alien Riser 2? Hold on. I heard that. I know Alien Riser 2 when I hear it. I feel like, yeah, I guess there's 10 seconds left or so. I'm gonna be real. You kind of completely lose me past like the 2-minute mark. I mean, I know like there's a lot of intentionality and stuff going on there, but personally, subjectively, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I feel like I feel like I keep thinking something's about to happen, and then something totally different happens. But that can be fine, you know. Like we all make weird fucking IDM music. It could totally just be like a subjective thing, because there's so much subjectivity involved. I feel like the melody overall stays very high kind of the whole time. It's not necessarily too loud or grating in that frequency range, but it is that it sits at that really high pitch painful frequency range like the whole time, that it ends up becoming like especially like grating. I think you could do a lot more by sitting in a lower octave and exploring different, like just a different feeling or lower harmonic territory than the like kind of noodly high pitch thing the whole time. And I think like a lot more intentionality in terms of like building to a drop and then the drop being a lot more concrete or minimal. It's a very like maximal project. There's always like so much going on. It does, yeah, there's so much shit happening like all the time, and then it builds up to a new section, and like you can have so much shit happening, but then you need contrast. I think there needs to be, it builds up and then there's a like builds to a drop and then it becomes simplified, and then you expand on that simplified thing later. But just like I don't know, if you get that really complex thing, then it builds to a simple digestible just like grimy bass drop or whatever, that's going to be, the contrast is going to make it hit that much harder, you know? And then you can take that simple idea and then build it back out into a more abstract thing and then go back down in, you know, it's the contrast is what makes things good. Like with the build up, you want release. This feels like it like kind of builds and then doesn't really release at all and stays in this weird, is this a build up? Is there a drop coming? No, wait, I don't think it is actually a drop. I think this is just it. Oh wait, no, this is the build up. No, wait, no, I don't know what that was. What's happening? I'm scared. I think this would scare the hose as it is, as it stands right now. But also, I make hose scaring music. You know, the first 2 minutes feels much more concrete. You know, I think what you have in the last 3 minutes is you have a fuck ton of different ideas that you could flesh out and turn into multiple different songs because there's a lot of stuff going on. Just removing the subdivided hats and when the drops are happening would go a long ways. But also, you know, there's so much subjectivity involved. I personally don't like that second half of the song, so it could just be that I just personally don't like it in an entirely qualitative, subjective way. So I'm like shitting on it extra hard, in which case ignore everything I'm saying, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Never need to make a drop at this tempo, but I've never like done a solid bass arrangement below like 136 BPM. I mean, it's doable. I feel like with the really low stuff, just treat it like dub, just like pulsing dubstep. You know, I don't know. Offbeat stuff is like, yeah, offbeat chords, very dub pattern inspired stuff. I feel like really works for the slow stuff. You could always listen to like some like Tipper down tempo sets or whatever. He plays, I feel like, what is it, his Vection VIP, I think that one's like super fucking slow and that shit's grimy. But also don't listen to Tipper because it's gonna make you want to quit. So to me, it's the drop together with the melody being kind of out of rhythm with the rest of the arrangement structure. Melody feels too static. Yeah, it sits on the high end. I think a lot of my complaints would be resolved with just one of the complaints changing. It feels like there's a lot of things going against I don't know, convention. There's so much going against like convention or like what I expect or want that it gets really confusing. If it was just one of those things, like if all of the aspects of the song were comfortable to me except this one specific, like one aspect you start exploring and getting really experimental with, I think that would be a lot more digestible for more people. So, you know, if you want to have the like crazy like structure that like is kind of like falling apart and sort of building and sort of not building, that can totally work if maybe like the timbre is like made more comfortable subjectively, you know, and like it doesn't sit at like a high frequency or whatever, or you have some other like more looping element to like pay attention to. Because like if like generally I think when you want to like push boundaries in some way, it's easiest to follow along and make it sound quote unquote good if you abide by rules, but you abide by most rules and then you break one of them, if that makes sense. So like keeping it more just like more structured in some way, but you're choosing some aspect to fuck with. And then that makes it like more digestible, you know? So like maybe you do something weird as like as like a fill to a thing and you like break your beat apart, or I don't know. Like I feel like for instance, a lot of people who make microtonal music, they're pushing it and trying to make like experimental music in multiple dimensions, whereas like I feel like if you're making something that's microtonal, that's already weird enough, that's already like a boundary pushing enough thing that people will pay full attention to, that you need to keep the rhythm relatively simple or like friendly, you know, so that they can follow along with the overall song idea. And then they can pay attention to and fully digest the thing that you're changing. If you're changing up too many things, then it becomes overwhelming. Yeah, and balance and contrast, I think it's largely, and again I think like I'm listing off a whole bunch of things, and I think if like one of those things was like cleaned up or whatever, paid attention to, then that would resolve a lot of the other issues, because then you would have that like contrast, and it would be made more digestible. Reading a crazy guy exploding and shouting upon the beats to tell everyone, whoa. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I would take like the first 2 minutes of the song, do with that what you will. The mix down I think sounds mostly pretty much fine. I don't think I have any complaints about the mix sound. It sounds pretty good. And I would try to like come up with something different for a drop. Oh, I didn't like your build-up. I thought the build-up was kind of cheesy. Other than that, like, I really can't say too much because I know it's like really experimental, and so who am I to be like, your experimental idea is bad? But that's just, those are the reasons why it didn't really work for me, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's so much interesting sound design and stuff going on, but I can't properly digest it because I'm confused the whole time, you know? Because like the second to second texture of that track was nice, but it's changing the whole time, kinda. I don't know. I mean, regardless, yeah, no, it sounded great. Mixdown was really, really good. Yeah, I think you have something solid. Okay, well, let's check out Cyrus's thing. Cyrus posting. Due diligence. Here we go. Would solve puzzles to this song. Yeah, I mean, I dig it a lot. Yeah, I guess I can't really critique it really all that much. If you wanted to like flesh it out and make it more of a song, let me skip through it a little bit. I mean, it's kind of perfect as it is if you just want it to be, you know, the ambient space for you to just kind of sit in. But, you know, you could try like adding just like tiny, like noisy, glitchy perks and stuff overhead. Maybe play a little bit with distortion. That's at like a low, dry, wet. You can start to increase it and stuff like that. And then put reverb on that, play around with different effects, but that's gonna draw more attention to it, and it sounds like it's not necessarily something that you want attention drawn to. So the hard part of implementing creative intention is leaving the listener confused as though they just entered into some unknown space and making it digestible. Yeah, I think it's you have to take the listener, you have to pull their chair out from underneath them, make it feel like they're falling, and then you catch them again. Like you want to confuse them, but then you want to show them, but this was the intention the whole time. You want it to click afterwards. You want them to think, oh, that's what they're doing. That's impressive. Rather than them constantly guessing as to what they're doing. Kind of like a joke. Like a lot of Tipper's music is like that. You know, there's a punchline, there's a payoff. Here, I'm gonna something that I do in one of my songs is coming out next week for my new EP. Oh boy. And you've heard this one. I am confident. It's called Cork Soup, but we have this weird, crazy build up. So like the melody and everything's really, really unhinged and crazy in the song, right? And it's like this like really complex like swung 7-beat polymeter that's kind of ongoing, but the drums are consistent. They're just kind of just 4 on the floor basic glitch hop drums the entire time. I feel like that makes it work a lot more. And then here for the second drop, I make the first part of the second drop entirely undigestible, and then it goes back into the normal thing. So the intention here is to confuse and scare the hoes, but then afterwards it's supposed to, I guess, not pacify them, but it just scares them for a second. It's like a jump scare, you know, and then it goes away instead of a jump scare and then another jump scare and then all the monsters start dancing around you and being all scary, right? So yeah, that whole little bit right there, it's like I'm pulling the chair out from underneath, which is the intention. And some people that, you know, I was working on that song on stream, and some people are like, that part, I don't think that part works at all. It's too scary. It's too fucking weird. And, you know, at some point you have to, you know, when you receive like negative criticism, you get to decide, I'm not going to listen to that, you know. But yeah, I guess those are my thoughts on scaring hoes when it's time to scare the hose and when it isn't, and how to go about it. But you know, it's delicate, you know. Taking the hose to a scary movie, and then you're there for them, but not as manipulative and weird because it's beats. I think another issue with the song Nonk is here. I'll play Due Diligence in the background while I keep shitting on everything you hold dear. No, I'm kidding. Is that it starts off much more digestible, and then the second half it gets really weird and abstract. Because in that case, it's like you're saying, hey, the song is gonna be about this. Actually, fuck you. It's gonna be totally different, you know. And it adventures later on into like really weird IDM stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking of like Autechre right now, because like Autechre does like really cool experimental, scaring stuff, but they're very intentional about it, and generally in a lot of songs it'll be like very gradual in how they're adding new elements and manipulating them and changing them over time and bringing in and taking out things and whatever, and it's usually presented from the beginning in some way. It's usually presented as this song is going to be like this, you know. Autechre is God. Yeah, agreed. They are very good. Highly recommend everyone listens to Autechre. Right, what's everything I recommended people do? They all need to play Baba Is You, and they all need to play Portal. They all need to listen to Autechre. There's like 2 or 3 other ones. But yeah, I dig it. This is good music to yap over, or I guess yeah, just like have like a loading screen for music. Oh shit, new note? Maybe not? Probably not. I like the like tape warble repitching thing. Pretty fun. Okay. Okay, let's get back to working on this fucking thing. We got a waltz over here. Oh boy. Let's play it back here, and I'm gonna get some water. Yeah, go for it. Do it. I don't really want to work on this waltz anyway. I thinking? What is this? What was that? I feel like, if anything, like some slight mixing stuff over here. I'm not really crazy about the sound of the chords in this section, and then I need to do something to make this instrument more interesting. Otherwise, I think this is pretty much like a finished concept, finished song. A whole album. Okay. Okay, you said I can skip around. Vignette. I like the spooky cave wind, the cave bandpass filtered wind kind of thing. This one's cool. This is, yeah, this is sick. I feel like there's a slight buildup. You could do a slight like EQ or compress that just a tiny bit right there. Oh, this is fucking awesome. Oh, I accidentally clicked on, I closed it, hold on. Oh, sick. Fuck yeah. Spectral Filter. What is this game? I don't know if this is the game you showed me before. Oh, I accidentally just clicked out of my own stream so I can't see. Short horror game. I'm curious. Am I gonna get spooked? I don't know if you showed me this before. I think you did. I think you maybe told me about it. Spoopy. I mean, it makes sense. I feel like when you're playing music in a horror game, that removes the horror a little bit, and so you would play the music usually. Compound fracture, I see. I feel like usually when you play music in like horror games is usually when you're at a point of relief. Like after the big scary horror scene is when you end up hearing, you know, like the song that was just played. I mean, okay, in terms of feedback, again, I mean, it's ambient music, so like, you know, there's no like drums and stuff for me to like pay attention and dissect. It's mostly just the melody. I feel like maybe there's like a slight over build up. I don't know what the difference is in this one. Using like a triangle wave or something. That is a thing. But beyond like maybe like you can compress some sound a tiny bit more or EQ it. I don't know. I feel like if I was to like play it really, really loudly, then maybe I would get overwhelmed with that like particular frequency. But it's super vibey. there were points where I expected the melody to do something different, and then you did what you did, but that doesn't mean it was wrong. That was just like I had an expectation and then it did something else. I just liked it overall. I just thought it was good. Yeah, no, this is it's just good. I don't know. You need to make worse music so I can critique it. God. Jeez. What am I doing here? Why did I wanna try to get the Osmos working with the UVI World Suite. UVI workstation. I definitely feel how repetitive it is when I watch someone else listen to it. Yeah, that's the way to like get true perspective on your song, is watch someone listen to it and then you immediately hear everything wrong with it. I didn't feel like it was too repetitive. It's just vibey, man. I did get Self-Esteem Fund vibes from it, for sure. Wait, I don't want to draw notes. Get out of your goddamn mind. Okay, let's open up this guy. Types. I mean, there's so much shit we can mess with. Celtic harp. Oh. Oh, I'm playing fucking... Okay, can I pitch bend? Wait, I have to enable it somehow. There's a whole thing I have to do. Dash glitch showed me how to do it. I have to do that for some reason. And then right click this and enable MPE mode. And then I go to FX. No, I go to... Not doing it. How do I do this again? Bend. Okay, I can pitch bend it, but it's not much. Because it has a max of 12. I mean, I guess that's fine if I don't want like super extreme pitch bends, but I wish I could. I probably have to do something. Oh, I probably have to do it on this guy. Here, let's we're just experimenting. Oh, this camera again. Also, the velocity is the same every time. How would I... Oh, what's the deal, man? I should probably, like, actually, if I want to do this, I should, like, look at guides or something. Actually, like, read a manual. I think it's going to be something where I have to do that, because there's so many different parts that are involved, which, that's a bummer. The tempura, but I think that's the same thing. Something like that. This guy, I think we spend up to 12 again. Can music ever send us to hell? We're already in hell, Mr. Leaky. We're in it right now. Oh, right, so not I have to do that. Ending. Doesn't seem to translate. need to play other songs. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna figure out how to get this like properly going because it's the same. Never mind. No, it does have velocity. Maybe just the last instrument. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go on. Go presets. Still figuring out how the fuck to navigate this thing. Study. This one's super. What is this? Acutar? Oh, this one is weird. It has like press two notes close to each other, and then they bend into each other. And this one's just not good for me. I feel like we're just not playing like we should right now. Like playing like shit right now. Getting everything. Same thing as so weird. It like transforms from a fucking like a guitar into like a flute. Pinky and the Brain song. I don't know what is the Pinky and the Brain song? Pinky and the Brain.
There's Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice, their genes have been spiced. They're Pinky and the Brain, 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 brain,
Ooh.
brain,
Oh,
brain,
shit.
brain, brain, brain. Before each night is done, their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. They'll take over the world. They're Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. Their twilight campaign.
There's so many little cute sound effects and stuff. I love it.
Their mousy worth. They'll overthrow.
I didn't know the theme was this long.
They're Pinky and the Brain, 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 brain.
They had a whole show? I thought they were like a one-off. I don't know, man. I don't know nothing. Okay, let's go. What are we doing? We're gonna go navigation, presets. What the fuck is happening in my brain right now, dude? I can't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. I can't play for shit. this shit is, like, I don't know. There's just some days your brain is just worse than others. I mean, I guess this case of like literally learning anything. Some days you're fuck. I feel like I haven't learned anything in months. Sudden. I can't. I'm reverting to fucking basic patterns that I memorize. I just like lost control. Right, Brian, not brain. Global effects. Oh, what we can do. Hold up. Edgy. That was way too much. Right, I'm kind of losing. probably just stop. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop. Alright. Clearly, if I can't fucking do it, maybe that means I just need to come back to it later. Okay. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we gonna be productive? We have more things to do to be productive? Probably. Probably. Let's mix the song down just like a little bit more, and then I think we'll probably call it. Think so. It was eh. It was eh. I got to explore some weird sounds, I guess, but I don't know. I got the practice in. You just gotta practice every single day. You know, some days you'll be better, some days you'll be worse. It's how it is. There's nothing you can do about that. What you can do. Oh, I don't have the microphone set up. Wait, I can take off my noise gate on my microphone. On this guy. Filters. Noise gate. Turn off all that shit. Okay, let's just check out the song. The sound just isn't good. This needs to be like a different sound. It needs to be like more polished or something. You need to make like a different patch. Or, I don't know, maybe just dial back the distortion or something. I don't fucking know. Alright, yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Been long enough. I'm not really accomplishing anything. My playing has been shit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Alright, thanks everyone for tuning in. If I will probably stream maybe Sunday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be busy. Sunday or Monday. Or Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. Obligatory, I'm gonna show my song. Sound is very Luigi's Mansion. Egad's Lab. I think, were you the person, someone in my stream before said another song sounded like Egad's Lab. Is this the one that's... Yeah. I guess I just make music that sounds like this. it fucks so hard, dude. Oh shit. No. Okay, that is good. That would be great, honestly. I would love that. I'd be like, damn, okay, I really do sound like Luigi's Mansion. It's a fact. That would be crazy. That would be insane. Okay. All right. Yeah. Before I go, I have a new song out. Oh boy. Right. That's right. Another song besides the song that I just released on my YouTube channel. This song is part of an EP that's coming out so soon in like 7 days. Wow. So exciting. You should all go like it and repost it or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I hate marketing. It's awful. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm ending the stream. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back around Sunday, Monday, something like that. Feel free to join the Discord if you want to get pinged and stuff like that, if you want feedback on songs, all that stuff. All right, take care. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for submitting the song. I really dug it. It was really good.